Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Jeroy, and I have a really crappy camera. I have an HP, right? I need to upgrade to Apple. Like, I really need an Apple computer. People say Apple is too complicated, but I can learn. I'm a fast learner. Yeah, this camera sucks. So I'm sorry if you can like barely see me. I know the lighting is crazy or whatever, but I don't know. I'm sorry. Um, Well, I've been like looking around on YouTube and I see like a lot of people making coming out videos, and actually before like I just recently came out like less than a year ago, so it's been maybe not even 6 months ago. Like I came out. This is March of no, this is April of 2013, and I came back. I came out in I think the beginning of December in 2012. So it's only been like 5 months that I've been out. And what helped me come out was these videos on YouTube of people talking and sharing their experiences with coming out and their family and like the different stories and stuff. So I was like that really inspired me to, tell my family and just get it over with and like just live, like basically just live. So I was like, well, those people, they changed my life so much. Like these people on YouTube helped me, and they don't even know. Like they don't even know. Like no, I don't know anybody on YouTube. I don't know any of these people making these videos. But if you ever watch, um, if any of y'all ever watch this video, like I want to personally thank y'all for helping me come out. Okay, so I just want to start off with like I knew I was gay. Like I knew I was gay since I was like, man, I knew I was gay since I was in like elementary school. I don't remember what age. I don't know. I don't remember what age it started, but I remember it was elementary school because I remember, I used to do certain things or I used to like see certain things that I like, and I used to be like kind of confused about it. Like, am I supposed to like this or blah 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 blah. So I was like, and at the time, I knew it was wrong. I knew it was wrong to not like. I knew it was wrong to like those things, but I knew it was wrong to like those things. So I didn't say anything to anybody about it, and that went on throughout middle school, and it went on throughout high school. Like I've had like in high school, I've had like two girlfriends. I had two girlfriends. A couple of them I wouldn't call them girlfriends. It was just like they were just kind of there just to like, I guess, to make that image for myself. But it was hard as hell. Like it was just hard. Life was just crazy. So I went to the military. I went to the Navy in 2008, which was one of the best and worst decisions I ever made in my life. Best because it started. It gave me a platform, and I would recommend going to the military to anybody as long as you know that as long as you know what you're trying to get out of it, because some people go into the military without a clue of what they're gonna do. Are they gonna stay in or get out? But that's my ADD kicking in. I'm sorry. So I was in the Navy, and in the Navy at the time they had don't ask, don't tell. So I was like, well, I can't tell anybody. Like I can't let anybody know that I'm gay. So I was just like every little thing I did, I paid close attention to. The way I bent down to pick over stuff, the way I talk. Did I pronounce my words correctly? Like I don't want to drag my S's. Do I have a list when I talk? Every single thing. Am I, never make eye contact with a guy. Never have more than like one girlfriend or something. Like I don't. It was just crazy. It was to the point where every day was just like every day was a struggle, and every day was like paranoia. Like I was just so paranoid every single day, and I was in the Navy for 4 years. especially boot camp. Boot camp was the fucking worst because you had to take showers with guys and shit. And man. So, but I kept it under control. Okay. So, I'm sorry. So I was in the Navy, and when I was in the Navy, I've had a couple of people question me if I was gay when I was in the Navy. Like, I remember one time I was working in the cafeteria, they call it a galley, and I was working the garbage cans. And one of the chicks that worked with me, she came over to me and she was like, because my last name is Williams, and they call me Will. She was like, Will, come here, I have to ask you something. I want to ask you something. And I knew what she was gonna ask me. Like, I just knew it. So she sat me down and she was like, "Are you gay?" And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "Are you seriously asking me this question right now?" She was like, "Yeah, like, are you gay? Like, you tell me." And I was like, no, I was like all denied and stuff because I wasn't ready. Like, I was like scared and I didn't want to like get kicked out the Navy. And that's like serious shit. Like, people don't understand when you ask somebody if they are gay, like, you're just like putting this big ass spotlight on them. And like, straight people, like, you guys don't know like how it feels, like, especially if somebody's in the closet and you ask them if they're gay. That's like, man, I just smoke a cigarette after that, and I barely smoke. So I was like denied it and stuff. I denied it for a really, really, really long time, and I think it was like kind of obvious that I was kind of gay, but just because, like, even though I didn't really act gay, sometimes, I have my flamboyant moments. Like, sometimes I do have my flamboyant moments, but like most of the time, like, it's because, like, when I was in the Navy, I didn't even have a girlfriend the whole time. Like, the whole time I was in the Navy, I didn't have a girlfriend. Like, I've had girls that I've, kind of like mess with, but we wasn't like actually together, just to like show people that, hey, I can get a girl, and I can, like, kiss a girl, whatever. But when people start realizing that I've never actually been in a relationship while I was in the military, that's when it would kind of like, people like started raising, eyebrows started raising. So I was like, fuck. So that's when people, began to ask me if I was gay. And then that's when my last year in the military, I had to make a decision. Was I going to get out or was I going to stay in? And I decided to get out because, that was like the best thing for me to do. Because the whole time I was the whole time I was at my command, it was kind of like I was, lying to people and living a lie. And I was like, well, it's kind of scary when you're doing that, when you've done all that, and then all of a sudden you're basically saying, hey, everything you know about me the past 3 years is a lie. Not everything, but most of the stuff, as far as, relationship stuff goes, was like basically a lie. So I had to get out. Like, I had to get out for myself because I was starting to feel trapped. Like, I started to feel like I was in the box a little bit, and it sucked so bad. So I got out, and I got out August 2012, and January 2012, my New Year's resolution was to come out the closet by the end of the year. So, I got out in August, and then rolled September, October, and I'm like, the end of the year is coming. Like, the end of the year is almost here. Like, you need to really do this. So I was like, fuck. I was like, fuck, do I really have to do this? So I just kind of, and I was ready. Like, it wasn't just because of my New Year's resolution. Like, I was actually ready to do it. Don't come out if you're not ready. Don't come out if you're not ready. Like, it was to the point where I was just about to, like, explode if I didn't come out. So this is how I came out to my family. Well, actually, before that, I had like 2 friends. Like, I started going to college, and I met these two chicks that I started going to college with. I mean, they were in my anatomy and physiology class. So we started studying, and then we became friends. And they were the first people that I actually told that I was gay, because I felt like super comfortable with them, and I knew, and I kind of felt like they weren't good, they weren't gonna judge me, so they were fine with it. When I told them, because they were, I don't know, for some reason we started talking about gay people or something like that, and then I was like, well, I'm gay, and they were like, oh, really? Oh, you are? Okay, cool. And I was like, whoa, really? You guys are really that accepting? I was like, well, if these two chicks will accept me, then I know for fucking sure my family better accept me. So I was like, okay, and the next person after them, and this was like around, I'm gonna say a little before Thanksgiving. This was before Thanksgiving. I told my uncle, because I have a uncle who's homosexual, and so I told him, and he was like really cool about it, giving me advice, and that I really appreciate him for that. Like, I love him for the advice that he gave me. Like, he was just telling me, be yourself. You know, I know there are like a lot of gay guys who are like really flamboyant, and, funny, blah blah blah. He's like, you know what? I know they're like way out there, but just be yourself, be who you are, and don't try to like imitate what the stereotypical gay guy is, basically. But that's like a whole nother thing. So, so I wanted to buy a car in December, and my sister was going to go take me to go car shopping. So I was like, okay. I was like, well, this would be the perfect. I was like, this would be the perfect time for me to like tell her, like, we're alone. We're going on this really long. We're going on like a 45-minute car drive. So this would be like the perfect moment to tell her. So we were driving, and like we were talking, and then it was like the moment just picked itself, because there was like this silence. There was just this silence, and the radio was playing, and I was like, I just bust out with like, guess who's gay? And she was like, oh, no, matter of fact, yeah, I was like, guess who's gay? And she was like, oh, and I was like, just guess. And then she just started naming people. I'm like, you really think he's gay? Like, fuck. So I was like, no. I was like, I'm gay. And then she was like, no, you're not. And I was like, yes, I am. And she was like, no, you're not. And I was like, yes, I'm gay. I'm gay. Like, I wouldn't be telling you if I'm gay if I'm not gay. So she started like laughing and stuff. And then we started talking, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, she'd accept me no matter what. So I was really happy about that. And so, I brought a car. I actually got a car that day. Nissan Maxima. Woo woo. All my Nissan Maxima people. Whoa. Facebook. Sorry. um. Okay, that was so off topic. So we came back, and for some reason, like I have a feeling, like I need to ask her if she told my mom and my sister before we came back, because for some reason they were standing outside, and they never stand outside. Like, they're never outside waiting for us to come. Or maybe my sister called them on the way back to tell them that, hey, he brought a car, so stand outside and wait if you want to see the car. So anyway, we pulled up, and my mom and my sister was standing outside. And, they looked at the car, whatever, blah, hey, nice car, blah, blah, blah. So I looked over at my sister, and I was like, should I tell him? And she was like, I don't know, go ahead, like, if you want to. And my mother was like, tell me what? And then she looked at my sister, she was like, you pregnant? You better not be pregnant, blah, blah, blah. And she was looking at my sister, and my sister was like, no, I'm not pregnant. And then she was like, no, Jeroy has something to tell y'all. And then they looked at me, and I was like, I'm gay. And then my other sister was like, it had the same reaction as the one I told that was driving me to go get my car. She was like, no, you're not. And my mother was like, it's not a big deal. Hey, I'm not going to treat you no different from what it was before, you know, because my uncle's gay and that's her brother. So she's kind of like, you know, she knows. Because she was the first person he came on to. So, all in all, you know, we started talking or whatever. We were all talking about it, and nobody made a big deal out of it at all. Like, really, nobody made. But the most dramatic person, because I have like a lot of sisters. I have like 7 sisters. Yeah. And that is not the reason why I'm gay, right? Just because I have a lot of fucking sisters don't mean I'm gay. I hate when people say that. Oh, you got a lot of sisters? Oh, that's why you gay. No, that's not why I'm gay. Like, I'm just gay because I'm gay. If I had 7 brothers, like, I think I'll still be gay if, you know, things still process the same as they do right now. So, my last sister that I told was over the phone, and I told her I was gay, and she like started crying and stuff. Like she started crying, and I'm like the strong one in my family. Like I never cry. Like these people never see me cry. So like the whole time she was on the phone crying, like, oh, I don't want people, y'all don't want anybody to hurt you, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, you know, I'm fine. Like I'm gonna do fine. Like I'm trying to laugh it off and stuff. And when I tell you, as soon as I hung up that phone, I like broke down fucking crying. Like I broke down crying, and that was the first time I cried. That was the first time I cried in like a long time because it actually like hit me at that point. Like it actually hit me at that point that hey, I'm like officially out. Like I'm officially out the closet. So yeah, like I cried. And I want to thank my sister. Like I think that I was like, you know, I cried after we hung up the phone, even though I was trying to be like super strong. So, yeah, that's my coming out story. It's not really like that exciting, really. It really wasn't. But I just want to like give an example to people who are like afraid and think that their family may not support them because you really never you really never know how people are going to respond to that. Like I have some people that I didn't even bother telling them that I was gay because of, you know, when I was in the closet and they would be like gay bashing people like I already know your thoughts about gay people, so I'm not even about to deal with you because I already know how you feel about gay people. I really don't care if you find out that I'm gay, but I'm not about to waste my time and actually, you know, call you or, you know, hang out with you and, you know, tell you that I'm gay when I know how you actually feel about being, you know, about gay people. So if you do come out, I will personally say, tell the people who matter. Like, tell the people who matter, who you know is going to support you. Everybody else, fuck them. Fuck them. Because they ain't doing nothing for you. So, like, I really hope my story helped, even though it wasn't, like, really that dramatic or nothing. So, anyway, again, my name is Jeroy. Hopefully, I can put, like, you know, start a little something on here. Maybe, like, post another video or something about another topic or something. But, you guys have a nice day. Thank you for listening. If you did watch the whole video, thank you so much for listening. Leave comments. I really love to hear what other people think. And, you know, leave, you know, put your story in the comment section if you want to. And, like, just tell me what you guys think about the whole subject of coming out. Because it's very interesting. And people don't know what the fuck, people don't know what we go through. Like, it sucks that we have to announce that we're gay. Like, it just sucks that you have to announce that shit. Like, why can't I just show up with a boyfriend? And like, if like why can't I just do that? Or why can't I just, you know, if I want to say a guy's attractive, I can just say a guy's attractive, without announcing that I'm gay first. Like that should just speak for itself. Nobody should have a problem with it at all. But once again, thank you guys for watching and have a nice day.